Okay guys, how is everyone doing? I'm just testing out a new toy. I've got a car as well as the van. The reason being, there are so many narrow little roads which I try and get through, and other places I want to go to which really just struggle in the van, so it will allow me to get to different places easier and film things. It's early on a Sunday morning. I'm heading over Pendlehill. I'll make this video very fluid, so come along. It's a misty morning, very atmospheric over Pendlehill with me. And I was just thinking, this is a Vauxhall Insignia. Don't see many micro campers made out of one of these. There's an idea, there's a thought, you know. I'm like, I might well try that. But we'll get to Pendlehill. I'll show you some of the views as we're driving up. Really misty, very atmospheric morning. So we're just climbing up now. I'll show you in a minute. I ordered some of these dashboard or windscreen mounts. I think they're more solid on your windscreen for holding the GoPro and holding the SKYWATCH camera to do some nighttime drives around these roads. Plus, how many times do people see they're driving along and they see something? So whether that's in this car, you can get the full beam on, or the van with the light boys, that'd be great. I had a couple, I tried it, and they kept falling off because apparently after time they don't have the same suction. So we'll be doing some at night time drive-throughs around these areas. You never know what you're going to pick up, do you, really? Not many people around, but with it being a Sunday, I think there will be a few people up here. It tends to get quite popular on a Sunday. Let's have a look at the view. Just put past these houses because we want a nice natural view. I did get some footage from the SKYWATCH doing that as I was driving along, had it mounted. Shame with the SKYWATCH, the stabilisation isn't brilliant. Does pick up quite a lot, but because there's very little stabilisation, obviously when you're driving along in a car or a van, very bumpy, very shaky, and when this camera's bumping and shaking about, the picture's going blurry, so not the best. The GoPro is excellent. You get a nice smooth clear picture, so I think I'm going to go with that, because the SKYWATCH really in them conditions as you're driving along wasn't any better visualising. It wasn't really picking much more up, I think, the GoPro. But I will try it. I'll try different settings. This is what it's all about, just trying different settings. Right, we're going to drop down into Pendle soon. Well, not Pendle, Pendlehill. Little village called Sabden, and then drive up to Pendlehill. I just call the whole area Pendle. I suppose it is beautiful forest. So we're dropping down into Sabden now. I'll keep as fluid as possible. Obviously there might be times where I'll have to stop recording. I won't be using the windscreen, a dashboard mount, whatever you want to call it, for this sort of thing, but I do like to turn the camera and talk to you guys. Well, that's more for a nighttime drive-throughs. a second, swap hands, quick gear change. And the little car park up here, usually, you know, problem at wait time, it's usually completely empty. But we'll see. Last time I come up early on a Sunday, we're full up. Quite pleased with how this car is motoring up here. There's a big 2-litre engine, absolutely no problem. A few cars on there are some spaces, so awesome. There we go, made it. It's just after 8:30. A few cars up. You can come here at any time every day through the week. There might be 1 or 2 cars here, so very popular on a weekend. Bit breezy, very cold. Actually forecast a bit of snow later on, bit of mist, so we'll get up there. I'll have to put the camera off now, sort myself out, and then we'll carry on. So guys, we are off. Very fresh, breezy, cold morning. A few hikers down there, very friendly, more people parked up. Sunday just get busy, but there's the hill in the mist. Getting a few collabs arranged with other YouTubers to come over here hiking through the day and then spending time at night sky watching. They're really looking forward to it, and so am I. My usual hours for getting out are usually midday. I'll hike all afternoon and then sky watch at night. So a change for me. I've come out early in the past like this and really enjoyed it every time. There's something different. Just the atmosphere, the time of day, the weather, it just makes the place you go seem like a different place. Pendlehill has to be one of my most favourite places to hike. A lot of people who come over here do agree with that. So as you can see, poplar even now at this time. Well, a few weeks ago come up in the morning, we've had some snow, and that snow come down through the week time. It was heaving up here. There were cars parked both sides of the roads right up the hill, full of families with their kids sledging. Never seen it that busy. It's getting more popular. But what a sight, brilliant. Like back in the old days when people, families, children used to get out, spending time with each other instead of sat there on their phones. It was a sight to see. It was great, a great atmosphere with all the snow and the scenery, everyone out sledging. Some people were on snowboards. Felt like you're on in the Swiss Alps or something. It really was nice, it really was. But that weather has gone. We've not had any since. We've had a forecast of some light snowfall over the last couple of nights, which hasn't turned up, but there's more tonight, so we will see. Well, more forecast. Right, keep it as fluid as possible. I'm going to hike little circular that I do. We're on the Pendlehill side. You can go from the Borley side up the steps, but on a Sunday that does get busy. There's people walking up and down, passing each other all the time, so not ideal for me. It is actually a harder walk, but that don't bother me. That It's not the reason I'm not around that side, it's just a lot quieter on this side, it really is. So I'm hoping the audio is okay. It's very windy, but usually pretty good with this media mod I've got on this GoPro. The microphone is good. In fact, I didn't realise how good it was until I started going out with my mum on some of these hikes and videos. But I'm always talking quite close to the camera, so it is going to pick me up. But sometimes when my mum's at a distance, there is a wind, we would have no chance with no microphone. Or if you're just using a phone, it picks up very well. Just going to give another shout out to Brickhead and Mother Wolf, Wayne and Dawn. I've become friends, they're good, nice people, and they take a guy called Jordan with them out and about. One day they said, right, we're going to get out, we're going to set a YouTube channel up, we're going to go hiking. They're very local. We're on the Pendle Hills, over areas they've been to the Pendle Sculpture Trail many times. We're going to go hiking day and night. We're interested in getting out, we're interested in hiking. It'll improve our own health. So that's what they're doing. They set the channel up and they're out now. Nearly every day filming videos, day and night, brilliant. I'll leave a link in the description. So local people, I bumped into them twice, once when shopping in town, another time over here on Pendlehill. I'm sure it won't be too long before I bump into them again. No doubt we'll all end up doing a video together. So do check out the link in the description. Brickhead and Mother Wolf. Very local accent, very local dialect. So I just had to stop filming them. There was a guy jogging past with his dogs and stopped right in front of me, trying to sort his dogs out. Some people don't want filming. YouTube is getting funny with having other people in your videos without their permission. So what we're saying, Brickhead and Mother Wolf, yeah, local guys. And I've had many comments about my accent, but I'm local, very strong accent. Many people have no problem understanding me, some people struggle a bit. But these guys are very, very strong local accent. But I mean, I can understand them because I'm from the area, and I'm sure many people will do. Or if not, you keep watching, like with anything, you start to pick up on what people are saying. But I've not come across any comments on their videos yet about not understanding what they're saying. They're great. They're great. Good banter on camera with each other, and Jordan, who goes with them. Good bit of banter. It really is good. So try to keep as fluid as possible, but there are occasions right come across hikers and try and keep recording. Up the camera to the side. Sometimes I've got to stop because like this guy just stopped right in front of me messing about, and thought, well, switch the camera off, it's easiest. Got that mist up there. That's the guy. He's not going to get lost with that jacket, but well, not he's not going to get lost, he's not going to get unfound if anything happened. That's a good idea to wear them bright clothing when you're out, says me. Camouflaged as always, but this is the gear I like. But that is a tip. And what I do carry in my backpack, what I usually take out, just in a circular today, I'm sticking to the main track, so I've not got my backpack with me, my safety pack. Usually use that if I'm staying out at night time off track over the moors on my own. But usually what I have that is a fluorescent yellow vest, you know, like a workman vest. And if anything does happen, I do full breaker leg. That's part of my gear. I'll put that on, make myself a lot more invisible. Excellent idea. Stand out like a sore thumb in this terrain. to the busy little path. I'll need to carry all that with me today. I'll call it my survival pack. I know I say always let someone know where you're going, what time you'll be back. Keep your phone charged up. Take it with you. Look at one-man tent, sleeping bag, hot drink, food, something to light a fire, possibly your stove and a flashlight, your fluorescent liquid vest. Put them in your backpack. Basically prepare as if you were going out wild camping for the night over these hills, even though you are just planning on going for an hour's walk or half an hour's walk, because if anything happens, you get disorientated, the cloud and mist comes in, you fall, you twist your ankle, you break your leg, God forbid, you will be staying the night out here. So make sure you're prepared, and you should be fine. Just heading past a little sort of pool, pond, or an area of running water that it pools in an area, so it's like it's being filtered in and out. And last spring when I come up here, I got loads of frogs on camera. There must have been about 30 frogs in there, all laying there. Frogs spawned a bit early. At the moment we're still in February. So yeah, this is the quieter side, the cliff side I call it. If you go from the boulder side, steeper climb, shorter walk. It's nice, they'll steep up the hill, you can go along the hill, come back the other side of the top bit of the hill. It's a nice little circle. It gets very busy though, especially on a Sunday. It's just a trail of people up and down, and I like my space. I will go there and film there one day, but it won't be on a Sunday. It really makes me feel good and gives me more inspiration to get out filming when people, well, you know, when people are watching the videos first start and when the second step to that is subscribing. That is great, because I say we're not all about numbers, it's a community where people can talk in the comments, share their experiences, and when people want to step that up and become members, I just find that so nice, to be honest with you. It really does. And then on top of that, send extra donations to the channel. It's fantastic. It really is. It shows how many good people there are still out in the world. I spend a lot of time out hiking on my own, just to get away, because I get fed up of hearing about what humanity is up to and people being negative, complaining about everything, when really, you know, you gotta think yourself lucky. I know some people do have the problems, real problems, but what about people who complain about little bits of things when they've got the health and they've got a home, and little things. You tend to get a lot of that at work, in workplaces. So I like to get away from that. I can't be doing with it. I cannot be doing with it. We're only on this particular plane once. You need to enjoy it, and you need to get yourself away from negative people who are going to drain you and drag you down. Like I said, I know some people have real issues, health issues, money issues, family issues, real issues, but I'm on about the people who don't. The sort of people who will pick and poke and complain about the weather no matter what it's like, whether it's warm and sunny, cloudy, rainy, snowy. Never good enough for them sort of people. Distance yourself, guys, distance yourself, they'll drain you. They really will. But doing this channel has restored some of my faith in humanity. There are some good people out there, there really are. Some wonderful people I've met in the comments, just people who watch the videos, subscribe, and other people who have YouTube channels, beautiful people. List a mile long of people I'm going to meet up with over the next few months. And I won't list them off because there's quite a list. Them videos will be coming up. I love this little area. Plenty of deer around here. I've actually got a trail cam set up around here, but I'm leaving that for a week. I'm not going to disturb it. So I'll come back and pick that up in a few days' time. Just get this phone away. So easy, phone's flapping about with the case open, a couple of debit cards in. Could have easily fallen out, I won't have noticed. Gotta be careful. This GoPro battery's gone on to 30% now, so I will have to switch it off soon and change it. Take you along as much as possible. This area I mentioned before, well, many times in videos, all this tree won't come down, and I was actually sheltered down next to this river the night before this come down. There were bad storms that night. Everything cleared away. The day after I come back up and saw this tree and crashed down right over where I was sitting. It just goes to show, very dangerous. And yeah, stay away from trees, sheltering under trees. They may have dead limbs which come down and weigh a ton. The tree itself, as in this case, could be dead. A few years ago I didn't give it a thought, but I won't be doing that again. A little bit of a shelter there, just a shame. Because there's a tree there which doesn't look very healthy. Although I'll be honest, it did actually shelter under that when the rains come on, really heavy one. When I was over here about a year ago, and I did film that, but I was right at the edge. Probably not in a safe place. Wasn't the best thing to do. There's no point making excuses. I slipped up there. Really? Bad move, but I got away with it. This is the tree. Can't come down. And these fog and cloud, you know, if you're coming out doing anything like this, can move in. You do get disorientated and lost. And it's cold. You know, don't keep still. You need to keep warm. You need to keep moving. Different story in summer when it's a warm night. You can sit it out, but if it's really cold, keep moving. And head downhill is the best advice. You may well head down and find yourself heading back up. But at least you're making some progress. At least you won't go that way again. You can try another way. But usually if you head down, you'll reach a little road. Follow that road, obviously you're going to be fine. You might reach a little stream like that. Obviously they run down, and all streams in this area lead down to a bit of civilization, a little village or something like that. So head down. Best advice. If it says one person, it's worth mentioning. I'm no expert, I've no degree, I've no university course in anything like that. Just hiking these hills for over 30 years, day and night. I've just sussed out for myself what the best things to do are. Old school experience, not certificates. That's what it is, guys. That's the best way. Hear a little sizzling noise in the background. Just having a vape. No, shouldn't really, but it chills me out better than smoking, even though I've never smoked it with my daughters who got me onto that. Vaping all the time, it smelled really good, I tried it. And then having a bit of a blast every time I picked them up. Ended up sitting there one night, craving a vape, so I went to bowl. Stupid, but there we go. Couldn't blame myself for that. It doesn't seem long since I was here last year filming spring coming on this horse chestnut tree, all the buds. We're only a few weeks away from that again. Doesn't time fly? Crazy. Time flies. Get out and do what you can, when you can, and obviously if you can. So Pendlehill, if anyone isn't familiar, so we do get viewers from around the world. Camera went a bit funny then, but we do get visitors from around the world to this channel. It's in Lancashire, UK. Local to me. Spend a lot of time here filming day and night. And I'm Mick, and what I do is get out hiking, the outdoors. It's all about the outdoors. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's just not around here where I film. I go around different places now. I've got plans this year to really broaden my filming areas. I've started filming other areas. I love going on the coastlines in Wales. I'll be doing that again. This summer I did a bit of an episode last summer. If you haven't seen that, check out the playlist. I forgot what it's called now, the Wales trip. Love that, really did. Because I swore as I was filming earlier on there was somebody stood up here, just hiking, probably with a dog. So I'm preparing, thinking they're going to be coming down onto this path just to either stop filming or put my cameras to the side and keep looking out for them. And I've just realised it's just a little tree. It's crazy how your mind can make you see things when you're not really concentrating. Because I'm talking to this camera, I'll just be zoomed. So your mind, even though now it looks nothing like a person, would just see something and let you know what it is instantly with the things it's most familiar with, and that's crazy. So I really did see the person, like in a blue jacket and the face. Well, it's nothing mysterious going on there. It's just I was talking to the camera, I wasn't concentrating, and that's the image I got sent. So this goes to show. Cooking a steak behind this wall a couple of years ago, and again, limbs, and the tree limbs are heavy enough and powerful enough to bring down stone walls like this, which have stood for years. You can imagine what they do to you in your head. Crazy. But as I'm filming, and as this tree is obviously dead with all these limbs coming off it, and as there is a breeze, I'm stood right under it, going against everything I'm talking about. Gotta be careful, don't tell me your own finger. So this is a atmospheric morning in Pendlehill. It's most, of course, it's most beautiful, but most atmospheric. It's crazy to think them, although a total of 10 people who were accused of witchcraft and hung. I think one were from Gibson, they were hanged over in York, but 9 of them from the Pendlehill area. Like in that sculpture drill where it shows them all chained together, hackled together. And they all facing Lancaster because they were all chained together and marched up to Lancaster, which is a foot away from it. I'll have to look at the distance, but that is not a day's walk. They were marched up to Lancaster from here and hanged for witchcraft. Terrible days. Like I always say, bad times, and caught up in very bad times and lucky circumstances. I'm gonna have to change this battery over before this GoPro goes. It's sick, just look at this. Very misty up on the hill tops, but also this wind is getting up. A bit worried about the audio, so I'm going to carry on this circular, but I'm going to go through the woodland rather just on the barren moorland at the top, because that mist really is coming in. I know where I'm going, sticking on the tracks, so that isn't an issue, but the issue would be there'd be nothing to see. It'll just be a circle of mist around us with nothing to see apart from me. You want that continuously, although I'm not doing a bad job now, so we'll have a look at this countryside. These are, well, not countryside, this woodland. Oh, I nearly fell. I'm always nearly falling. If I've anything to say, I'll just switch the camera around because I've got this microphone set to the front. Used to set it to the back when I was just out filming the countryside, but because it's held up in front of me first, it's obviously if you're walking, you're hiking, you're going up steep thing is you get out of breath, but it really exaggerates that, and all you can hear is me breathing away. So this is the reason I set it in the front now and just rotate it when I'm talking. Nice little pole there. So through this little woodland, you see the hills up there, and we'll walk down next to the stream. Beautiful. You end up down at these little reservoirs where people go fishing and then come back on yourself, and it's pretty much a flat walk, a few little steep climbs, but nothing like climbing up that hill. So if you're not, if you're new to hiking, if you're like the best shape to manage the hill, there are walks, little hikes around here you can do, little circles which are pretty flat. Always got to be careful in these places, especially if you're on your own. You've got to be extra careful because obviously if anything happens you're on your own, aren't you? So I'm always just watching my step. What I'm going to do, and I won't take credit for this because Ben, if you're watching, 401 Files and Ben, we are planning to meet up very soon and collab a vid. That's still in the pipeline, Ben. It's just quite a few collabs to get arranged. If you're still up for that, that's great. But Ben's idea, he built a little shelter for yourself in the middle of them woodlands where you live over in the, is it North Yorkshire, Dales. Little place you can go in, sit down, got little candles going, cook something up. So cool when I saw that. I think that originates from your other channel, Ben, doesn't it, which is just more about the outdoors. So I'm going to do that. I don't know if to do it here in this area of Pendlehill, which actually is ideal because not many people come around here. It's very remote, there's plenty of wood to do this, or I do it over on the Hasland and Mears. Which is where I'm living now is slightly closer to home. I'm just in between really the Hasland and Mears and Pendlehill. But the Hasland and Mears is a bit more convenient to get to. I mean, both in the car, no problem, the van, but on foot, sometimes I like just to set out on foot. A bit quicker to get to the Hasland and Mears and get on with that little project, although the idea of doing it up here on Pendlehill, this sort of terrain actually does appeal to me, so I think it might be here, but love that idea. And because I do want to start doing a lot more sky watching over Pendle. I've been over the Hasland and Mears recently because of the weather. It's been hard to get here. We did have storms and blizzards, and like I said, I can get to the Hasland and Mears on foot. But this is my area. I do often with the channel hiking and sky watching over Pendlehill. This is how it all started out. Everybody knows Pendlehill. Wouldn't it be great to get a little shelter? Also something over there, a little shelter built, so when I'm out hiking I can nip in, cook something up. It comes on raining, I can keep drying, and when sky watching at night I can nip into that. That'd be brilliant. So very fluid, guys. You're coming with me on this little windy, cold, eerie hike over Pendlehill. Well, the woodlands on Pendlehill, because all this is Pendlehill here. There are areas which is called the Clough, you know, the Clough Valley and all that, but this is Pendlehill. These woodlands and other woodlands get nicknamed the Witches' Trails. I hope this microphone is picking up this wind howling through these trees. What an atmosphere. Great setting for a film, great setting for the Blair Witch. This is the little area I come with a few guys not too long ago. We hiked over the Mears at night, we camped out, we cut a load of stake up. We were doing that again very soon. Very soon. We'll be asking. I'll put a little video on the channel, a little short video, just say, right, planning to get out on such a good date, such an area, probably will be Pendlehill, meet in such a place. Gonna have a hike, a bit of a sky watch, a bit of a cook up, some steak. So I'll be saying, you know, you want to do that, bring something with you, a bit of steak or whatever. And if you've got a stove and pan, bring them, you know, bring your backpack, put some stuff in. Any cameras, bring them. We'll have a sky watch for a few of us. I'll be out with a few people I know anyway. So anybody else turns up, that will be great. So looking forward to that. There might be some people saying, you mentioned this, you said this a few times the last year or two. Yeah, I know, I agree, I have. But the last couple of years I had quite a few issues, family problems. One after another, it's not been an easy couple of years. And to be quite honest with you, I've been very lucky to get out filming at all on my own. Never mind making arrangements to meet a load of people. Like I said earlier in the video, that's life, guys. Things happen. So I've been very lucky to even just get out filming. Well, hopefully, in the film, then things are looking better now. I can arrange these things. Just hoping this cabby's not steaming up because it's It's very cold out here and I brought it out of a warm house. Not usually an issue with the GoPro, it's more of the sound usually. Anyway, let's film scenery. I will say I think the first guy I've been meeting up with, at least over the Pendle Hills, is a guy called Jamie. I was you were doing a live chat at the time of filming this video. That was last night, a live stream video, weren't you? And we were on there having a good chat, arranging things, swap phone numbers to get this arranged. His channel is the Yorkshire Walker. I'll leave the link to that in the description. Easy going channel, a bit of fun, it's great. So we're arranging to come over here. What we're going to do, meet up about dinner time, spend the afternoon hiking around, also drive him around to a few different areas around Pendlehill in the van, show him some of the little villages like Newchurch, Ruffley, Barley, Sabden, places like that. And might have to, Jamie, if you're watching this, meet a little bit early actually to fit all that in, maybe 11, something like that. And then we're going to stop out, not all night, just for a few hours, sky watching. And we're both going to be recording whatever we want, so just record about this. If you're watching Jamie, just record what you want to record, I'll record what I want to record. And I think we've got an agreement, then we can just put our footage on our own channels. No props. So we'll sky watch to around 10 at night. Because Jamie will have about an hour's drive home after that. He can get home, and that'll be a great day, a great collab. So the Yorkshire Walker. No doubt we'll be meeting Buckhead and Mother Wolf at some point. Rough Walker's another channel from around here. They're great bunch of guys. No doubt I'll bump into them one day over here, but we are going to meet up. If you are watching, guys, we will meet up. We said we will, so we will. Jamie, Yorkshire Walker, like I said, with you, and Ben 401 Files. I think I'll be going over to the North Yorkshire Moors for that one. And there's many others. Can't remember just at the top of my head. There's many others. I'll leave these links in the description. If I think of anybody else, I'll leave their link as well. So not completely on my own, being a Sunday, but this is a very remote area. Usually you won't see anyone. Just three people hiking up the side. So many little paths and tracks you can take. Quite slippy today, slipping all over the place. Steep little areas, so I'll just concentrate on this. rough walkers. I was just thinking, honestly, crazy. These guys are out wild camping over these hills many times. They're sat there chilling out, bit of music on, loving life. Just popped in my head then for some reason. Love it. Brilliant. I suppose I'm a bit of a lone wolf, that's what people call me. I do like my own time, like my own space. You know, when you're working, you've got a family, you need to get out and get your own space. But I must admit, I really enjoy going out. Well, obviously with my mum, but I really enjoy that. And I think I will enjoy going out with different people. Be a change. I always go out on my own, but I think I do need to just get out with some different people sometime. Although I do enjoy it on my own. Big tree come down over there. Have a look at that. Well, I won't be able to get close to it. Very high winds. There was a big storm not long ago. Forgot the name now. They always name these storms, don't they? I think that comes from where the UK tries to copy the States sometime. We never used to name the storms. We used to say it's going to be a bit windy tomorrow, but now it's a storm. It's got a name. Don't go out. Like everything else. Dramatic. When they forecast snow in the UK, it was there may be some snow tomorrow. And that's it. Now, 500-mile wall of snow set to bury the UK. Never happens. So that's a little walk through this buzzard land, the Witch's Drill. Still looks a bit steamy on this lens. It is drizzling, it is misty, so the picture isn't as clear as normal. It's low light, it's misty, drizzly. Camera's steamed up a bit. So it's come out of a warm room into this cold weather, but it's a raw video, it's real, it is what it is. Getting close to a popular path now. Sunday, lots of people walking around. This trail I don't think I've done before, so maybe I'll do that in another video. So many little trails. I've seen it before, but never been up there. maybe you can pick up that tree that has come down. Big tall trees these. Imagine they'd easily topple over in high winds. So I've just thought I'd get up. Cold atmospheric little morning over Pendlehill in Lancashire, UK. Trying out my new little car. That car will help me get to some certain locations where it's going to be pretty impossible in the van. But also on seen here. I haven't seen any micro campers made out of one of them. I'll have a look. See what I can do. At least I can make something in this van. Get things in it. And make it, because I'm going to go to some remote places, a place where I could sleep if I wanted, I could get a stove going, I've got supplies, and it is somewhere I could spend the night. That's what you call a micro camper. That's what I'll do. That tree is really leaning, it won't take much to take that over. Right guys, that's it. Literally like, share, subscribe, get yourself out, it does you the world of good. Obviously, if you can, do get yourself out. Take yourself some equipment, cameras, film whatever you see out there. Stay safe, keep yourself safe, keep that mobile charged up, let somebody know where you're going, when you're going to be back. Get yourself a safety backpack with all the gearing I've mentioned. You should be fine. Thank you very much, all you people watching the video, subscribers, members, everybody. Take care, speak soon. So after that lovely peaceful walk through them woods, I'm down on the path where everybody is hiking just around that corner. There's lots of people and there was a commotion going on. There were dogs fighting, people trying to pull the dogs back, trying to stop them fighting, failing miserably. Back to civilization. It was so peaceful up there. Oh well. See you soon guys.